Okay, let's finish off with my favorite, so gold and silver. For the CPI move, this will be a huge day. At the moment, it's not looking great. We had yesterday's move, so we had that move on Tuesday that is lower. Not great. Today, some follow through, looking like we want to test 1900. I still think that inflation is going to come in harder than expected. So dollar up, yields up, market down, gold down, and it's not going to take much to visit 1900 and flush it and touch 1885. That's definitely possible. What you want, though, we have an opportunity, is a very strong reversal from 1885. You could try, and obviously we need to close above 1885, obviously, point number one. And I mean, who knows, maybe there's some very strong reversal and closing above 1900. For me, it would be a bullish day if gold is red, but visits 1885, but actually closes above 1900. Now, that it's unlikely to happen if it's a big move across the markets with dollar up, yields up, commodities down, markets down. However, you do sometimes see gold. Gold tends to be the kind of commodity to stand out and do something like that. So that would be bullish, even though gold would be down like $10 on the day. It would look very, very strong on the daily charts, weekly charts. It depends how the week ends, but on the daily charts, definitely. And then you can start having this real reversal with strength, because look at these candles over here, these tails closing low. Even though there's kind of a good day, dollar was down or something, you had this very weak bullish days, which is bearish to me. And then you had this, yesterday where it was a drop. On not exactly the strongest dollar day, let's be honest. So it's weak and it needs to flush, in my opinion. And it will flush if inflation is hotter, and I think it will be hotter. Now, if there's a surprise and inflation is weaker, of course, gold will go up. And what you really want is a close above 1930, at least above these last couple of tails. But who knows? It'll probably catch a lot of people off guard, a lot of shorts off guard, and it may even start touching this 1940, this descending line, wherever it is. It'd probably be around 1945-ish. But ultimately, I want to see a close above 1930 on the way up or above 1950. That would be beautiful. That would signal, all right, we're ready to go up to 1980, and then we'll see from there. But those are levels from 1930, the descending 1950. I mean, you don't have to close above this candle here, the high of this candle. 1950 is significant enough, last tails. But on the way down, obviously 1900 is a big flush zone, supposed to be support, but it won't. I mean, CPI is going to move it a lot, and it won't take much. But 1900 is a level. 1885. Now, will we go lower than 1885? I do not want to start talking about that, but a close below 1885 should send us down to the 1860 zone. So those are the levels I'm going to mention: 1860, 1885, 1900, 1930, 1945, 1950. Okay, there's quite a few, but that just covers every scenario. I still think we're going to move down, but I would love to see some constructive bounce off 1885 that could end up being bullish, even though it's a red day. Silver also very weak, by the way. Look at this already, down 1%, even though gold's not even moving. Yeah, it's weak. It was very strong here, and I said gold would catch up with silver on the way up, on the way down. That's what happened. Silver caught up with gold on the way down, definitely undid its outperformance. Now, on the way down, this is the test of 22. 22 is a huge line in the sand for me. Now, already we should have support just about 22, right? So 22.50-ish, you can see all the sideways action here. This should be support just below 22.50, actually 22.32. But just even lower than that, we have this ascending support. It counts. It should be very, very strong. We have the low of this area. We have the horizontal low of this area. We have a psychological number 22. For me, lots of support should be here. However, if we have a move down in gold below 1900, goes to 1885, silver should be moving lower. Silver should easily, let me just do this here, just, 3% move more than it is. That would make it 4% move on the day. Yeah, that's big enough to cover a down bad move from CPI. So silver should visit the low 22s. So maybe silver, the strength that we should see here, should help gold bounce for wherever it is when silver's at 22. So wherever gold is when silver's at 22, sorry. So wherever gold is when silver is at 22, we should see a strong bounce, which helps gold and maybe that's 1885. So, you know, silver can do its down move now, whatever. You know, let's see if CPI comes out and it really disappoints and the metals go down. Well, then the strength for me, I don't mind it going down. I just want to see some really strong buying to set the daily, the reversal candles we need to see to start seeing a big move up. So I expect to move down, but I'm looking forward to seeing the resilience and the buying on the levels on the way down. So that's my level for silver on the way down. It's quite simply 22, just above 22, 22.2-ish for now. If we move lower and close below this ascending, wow, that would surprise me, especially in one day. Then we visit 21.5. We keep it simple, every 50-cent increments. I don't think 21 is the level though. I think 20.5 is a mini level, but 20 should be a huge level. That's the next big level. But, you know, for me, this is 1860 gold, 21.5 silver. I don't think we need to talk about levels lower than that on the way up, because who knows, maybe inflation is not that high, or maybe I'm just interpreting it wrong. But if gold and silver move up after CPI, first thing you want to see is a close above these highs, which will be very easy. 23.2, you'll be visiting that very, very quickly. Otherwise, the next level really is 24. So I don't think we can close above 24 in one day. Can we do that? Maybe. Yeah, so 23.2, 24, and then I would say 24.5 normally, but I don't even think that counts. If we get to close above 24 and then we have some follow through the next few days, then 25. That'll do for silver. All right, miners. Now, they have been outperforming the metals, funnily enough, even though the market was kind of red. So miners was just strangely strong. Some of them were up 1 or 2%, some of the seniors. That was nice. Look, it's a shame because it's starting to look okay, but CPI is just coming in to interrupt everything. If metals move up after CPI, then yeah, this bullseye right here covers it. We want to see, I mean, this will move up a lot, you know, it's not going to be a small move, but you want to see 30. You want to see GDX close above 30, at least touch 30, next day close above 30. That signals a breakout. For me, that's also closing outside of this descending. That's the most significant move. So close above 30 and you're on for the move to 32 to 33. We'll see after that. But GDX 30 on the way up, on the way down, you will unfortunately see moves below 28, right? This is the 1900 gold zone and the 1885 gold zone that's here. You could even visit that already in one day. You know, GDX could do that. I mean, that's how much of a move down from where we are at the open, 5%. It's quite a bit, but it could happen. But then I expect some buying back. And then it's a question of where does GDX close, you know, close above 28, even though it's a red day. That could be a nice candle. That could be a nice reversal. That could signal, look, we're done with the move down. Even though usually there's a bit of follow through on CPI. So those are levels 33, and then obviously 32, 33, blah, blah, blah. On the way down, 28, 27.5, and who knows, sometimes miners really underperform the metals, and a CPI day could be the day where it happens. So if you lose 27.5-ish, there's this level here, 26.7, which is very significant. That's the low from there. GDXJ, similar sort of chart. So on the way up, you'd want to see, well, you'd want to see it visit basically all the way up here, test 37, a close above 37, and you're on for massive moves up. Because I think it will easily, you know, visit this range here. I mean, it was already relatively strong yesterday. So a move all the way up to visit 37. I mean, how much of a percentage move is that? It's quite a bit, actually. I mean, at least 35.5, you want to see yourself close above. But yeah, you know, visit the 36, 37 range with some follow through. On the way down, though, yeah, you'll visit 33 easily. Let's get rid of this. And if we lose that, then there's this immediate support below 32, and you should see some buying there. Otherwise, you have to start considering massive moves lower in both GDXJ and GDX. So let's see, very, very crucial day today. I mean, it's set up for a move down. I'm looking for the big, strong buying just underneath the key levels. If we're surprised and the metals move up, is that because of dollar and markets and everything moving as I expect, or is there some special coincidence, some special circumstance where gold is just outperforming all other, you know, commodities and just doing something a little disconnected from what it usually does? Either way, huge day today. And the metals I'll be watching absolutely like a hawk. So good luck out there. Yeah.